Hey, MacDowin here. Today we are taking a look at 4-inch Renegade Shadow from Jazwares' Fortnite line. This figure has not landed in my area yet, so I want to shout out Preternia.com for sending me this figure. Keep an eye out, this figure should be showing up at Target stores for around $9.99. Alright, let's take a look at the back of the box. Up near the top is the quote, Renegade Shadow, step out of the shadows and stake your claim. Sounds like a YouTube influencer. Down near the bottom is the cross sale. A couple figures here have not been released in solo form yet, maybe soon. Alright, let's get this figure out of the box. Renegade Shadow is an epic skin, and he's part of the Lone Shadow set. Released in Chapter 2 Season 2, this skin can be purchased from the in-game store for 1,500 V-Bucks when available. Let's take a look at the accessory and then the figure. He comes with a Steel Shadow harvesting tool, and like a lot of other harvesting tools from Jazwares, this one looks pretty good as well. Here's the handle down here, here's the blades, the chopping parts. It looks pretty nice. It's not a shiny metallic, it's more of a matte, kind of a subdued. It looks very good. I like this. His coat comes off, so I would classify this as an accessory as well. It's very nice. He's got the logo back here on the back. It doesn't look like there's any problems. Look like it's clearly printed. Looks good. He's got around the fur portion of the coat some kind of a color variance. Not really a variance, but it's a light color, light gray, just to add some texture, some depth to it. It's nice looking. And around the base, same thing, some of that paint additions to give it some texture, some depth, just some character. It's a neat looking coat, and actually we'll get to him also, but he looks pretty good without it. Here's some illegal related stuff, I'm guessing, some product identification information on the inside of the coat. Probably the best place to have put that. And here he stands next to a variety of 4-inch action figures. Chicken Fried Toys, a G.I. Joe 25th Anniversary, a Spin Master DC, Marauders Gunrunner, Fresh Monkey Fiction, and Boss Fight Studio over here. As I mentioned, he's about 4 inches tall, has 30 points of articulation. Let's take a look at that motion now. His head rotates back and forth, he can look down, and he can look up. Kind of break his neck while he's doing it. His arms rotate around. His arms also lift straight up about that far. So when he's jumping out of the battle bus, he looks legit. He rotates his arms around, down like that. He's got I kind of messed his arm up there. He's got a hinge and rotation at the elbow. This is about the degree it is. It's not quite 90 degrees for all those people out there who want a 90-degree figure. I don't think that matters as long as he poses the way you want him to. The wrist has a rotation and a hinge. It's a horizontal hinge that goes like this on both hands. He's got a pretty good torso wiggle. He can go back that far, go forward about that far, and it's pretty well loose. If you want him to rotate his waist, you're going to have to grab both the torso and the waist to rotate it. And if you want him to do the splits, he can do about that far. He's got the rotations at the thigh, double pin at the knee, and then finally a rotation and hinge at the ankle. He's pretty articulate. He is pretty mobile, movable, whichever. He's got this jacket. Oh, real quick, before I put the jacket on, I think this is one of these figures that when you remove the jacket, he still looks really good. I think you have the option of jacket on or jacket off if you really, really wanted to, because yeah, I think he looks good without it. So let's slide the jacket on here real quick, and I'll show you if there's any hindrance of motion with the jacket on. Here's a spoiler alert. No, not alert, but here's a spoiler. No hindrance whatsoever. So his arm rotates around. He can still lift his shoulder up just as high. If you want him to do the splits, yeah, he can do them. So the jacket does not hinder any of those movements, motions whatsoever. Actually, I kind of prefer maybe the figure without the jacket. He looks cool. It actually looks like almost a different character and figure with that jacket on. Maybe like a different speciality or something. But he's cool both ways. He's just a cool figure. I gotta say that. He is just a cool looking figure. I don't think I can tell you much more about this figure. I think that's pretty much it for today. That's all I got for you. So anyway, I think this is another great 4-inch action figure from Jazwares in their growing pile of awesome 4-inch action figures. I hope this line continues and grows to epic proportions. That would be great. Now it's your turn. What do you think about this figure? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. And it's been a while since we looked at a 4-inch action figure, but check out X if you haven't already. He's one of my favorites in the lower left corner. Please like this video and share it all over. It really helps the channel. Thank you for stopping by and watching. I will see you in the next video.